Hi. Thank you so much for coming to visit me this morning. I got delicious peppermint coffee. I brewed some espresso from Starbucks that Nola brought home. I added a couple little drops of peppermint extract. Yum. I whipped my heavy whipping cream for the top. Delicious. Perfect way to start a chilly day, right? I realized that I hadn't walked to the mailbox in a few days. Our United States Postal Service has an informed delivery where you can sign up, and they used to send an email every day where it would show you what would be delivered that day, what was delivered the day before, and what to predict in the next couple of days. They stopped sending those emails a while ago, but I discovered that you can go to the website, sign in, and they'll let you know what's going on. Not only did I forget to go to the mailbox, but I haven't even been checking the website. You saw me yesterday. I was done. I was taking a timeout kind of day to adjust my attitude. I've adjusted. I feel good. So I walked down to the mailbox. Yeah. That's cool. Whatever. I have something even more fabulous. I have mail from Shadow and Ranee at the Woolly Llama. Ranee has an embroidery shop that she custom designs all kinds of incredible things. She posts videos on her channel of the embroidery machine just doing its job, doing its work. It is fascinating. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but in high school, I graduated with clothing honors. And how I got those honors was that my teacher really appreciated me coming in passing period between classes. I would go in and rethread all the sewing machines, or at the end of a period, I'd rethread all the sewing machines and then go to my next class. And it really helped the next set of students because she's only one teacher. And if you don't know much about sewing machines, threading a machine could take you a really long time. So her students were able to come in and actually get started on the learning process. So sewing machines fascinate me. An embroidery machine? That is like the Einstein of all sewing equipment, right? It's a machine with a mind of its own. I know. Ranee programs it and tells it what to do, but it does it very well. Every time I watch her videos of it, they do the outline, they start with the shading, sometimes there's some shading and then the outlining. The details come into place. It's absolutely incredible. Love watching them. What was I saying? Ranee has 100 days of Halloween. She's putting together a quilt built by spiders. Go visit. It's fascinating. You'll absolutely adore her. Shadow's her little dog. Big dog, little dog. I got an Italian Mastiff. Everything else is a little dog that always seems to find the perfect patch of sunshine to sit and relax. So if you participate in the fall events, Ranee has a special opportunity for you. I sent her an email with some pictures of some fall items that I've been making. Pumpkins, doily pumpkin. I sent her a picture of the doily, not this one, but the other doily pumpkins I made. I sent, those little pumpkin earrings. Candy Girl went. I just got some pictures together and sent it, and she said that I qualified for a very special award. Let's see. Happy Halloween, happy fall. Oh, thank you, Ranee. My favorite time of year. Here it is. Amy, thank you so much for sharing your fall Halloween pictures with me. I enjoyed them. I have enclosed an official 100 Days of Halloween patch for you. Thank you, Ranee. It's official. I'm part of a gang. club. Check it out. Isn't that fascinating? She made this. It says 100 Days of Halloween 2025. Isn't that an awesome looking jack-o'-lantern? And oh! Foolproof for this fool. Directions: pre-wash your garment without fabric softener, peel the paper lining, preheat the iron, place patch on the garment, press patch on the garment for 8 to 10 seconds. If not bonded in 10 seconds, increase the heat. What do you think? Should I put it on the back of my rocking chair? It's fabric. And it goes to all my crochet events with me, all my fun crochet stuff. Oh, okay. Well, then there's the whip of that sweater, but I might not always wear the sweater when I go. Oh, it's gonna say hooked on wishing crochet. I guess the Girl Scout patch should go on something that's gonna go with me everywhere. I don't want to waste it on a whip bag because my whip bags change all the time. It's official. I'm part of a gang. That's awesome. Wishing you a wonderful day, beautiful season, and all the best always. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I have to show my family. I have to. At dinner tonight, I'm gonna let them know that I've taken my vows. Thank you so much. That's so on her video, it'll show the embroidery machine. Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch this one exactly. And then it'll add in all the little letters in it. It's kind of like the 3D printing is so satisfying to watch because you watch each layer build up until the end product. When I see end products, patches all the time, no clue on how it's built up layer by layer to be this fine detail. Look how little the letters are. I'm blown away. It's incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will link the Woolly Llama channel in the description box below. Please go say hi. Go say hi and spend some time. The next piece of mail, Crochet Nation. So I have flipped through this one. This is issue number 9. Issue number 9 is my least favorite. I feel that it was repetitive towards you know the other issues that I've definitely read and enjoyed and loved. It's hard to create information that is interesting and desirable for the masses, right? For the masses. My kids are all older. I know who Peppa Pig is. Not really, and I don't know anyone that's into Peppa Pig. That's okay. This particular Peppa Pig pattern, I've seen for free all over the place. So the challenge is probably also providing patterns in this newspaper that, well, like copyright, permission by, you know, the designer, timing, seasonal timing. There's a lot of challenges with putting out the paper, and I'm not saying in any way that I'd be good at it at all. But this particular issue didn't spark my interest or inspire me as much as the others. There were still articles in here that I definitely enjoyed. There is an ongoing saga of a novel, Stitches in Deception, that of course I read this installment, had to read this installment. There's a very witty article about, it's written as if it was a witch's potion or Harry Potter-esque about knots, detangling, how to store your yarn, how to treat your yarn so that you don't have potential knots. very witty article. I enjoyed reading it. I did not gain any insight from it, but I did enjoy the style of writing, and I can appreciate that. Dear Grandma Angie, Angie makes more sense, doesn't it? Angie. Two very typical questions. I feel like they've touched on this before, talking about how to hand wash handmade blankets. I feel like that's been discussed quite a few times before in just this newspaper. Disappointment of frogging, and emphasizing that a gauge swatch probably would have helped that woman with her project. My horoscope. The last two horoscopes have referenced me to patterns in the newspaper, noted in the paper. It felt like the charm out of the horoscope wasn't really there. I know it. I sound down. I promise I'll drink 2 more cups of coffee before I head out for the day, so I don't carry that cloud with me. The pattern that it was referencing was on page 4, which was this hollyhock granny square. Lame. I'm a Pisces. I got a lot of wishy-washy stuff going on in my life. I needed a juicier horoscope than here and make this granny square. I needed to know the lottery numbers. I tease. I enjoy just getting the mail. I enjoy sitting and thumbing through it. This newspaper will sit under my placemat at the table, and every morning I will just read and reread and read it again. Even though it was a little lackluster this month, I'll still read it. You know, they do some surface crocheting for embellishments. They talk about the granny square, the fraud with the granny square card deck, and how there were so many fakes out there. Again, a lot of crochet history. They talk about South America, Arabia. I'm not sure how much further I can see them deep diving into crochet history, unless they start going into individual pieces that have been recovered. Lots and lots of pages. And then, of course, I do enjoy the word search in the crossword puzzle. I do enjoy those. So maybe it was timing. Maybe I received some incredible happy mail and I was just ready to rip that open in the newspaper. Was a side note of the day. What have I been working on? Let's talk some yarn. So I started out with 3 of these cakes that I purchased from a thrift store quite a while ago. It is definitely a sock weight, a fingering weight. I'm saying like a 1 or a 2 probably. I had 3 of them. Absolutely beautiful. That is true to color. That is really what they are. Started out with 3 of them. I have 1 full one I haven't touched, and this one's still a pretty solid cake. Used 1 whole one. Diving into the second one, using the Maisie Wooble hook. She's been keeping me company. Pretty much everywhere I go, I've been dragging this with me. I might not get a whole lot of work done on it. It's moving fast. I got the whole back panel done. It looks small, but I mean, it needs to be blocked. This is so much bigger than what's showing up. These are the V-stitch mesh for the back piece. We've got, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels for the bottom edge. Got this nice little border of 10 back loops only. We came up, expanded for the sleeves by chaining and adding 10 more. So I got 20 going across. Makes a nice tiny little cap sleeve. This is perfect for something light, something easy breezy. You could put over anything. You're cold, wear it over a turtleneck. If you're hot, you know, go with just your bra. That's on you. I'm gonna wear a tank top underneath it. So then we came up to the neckline. Nice little design. We worked a couple solid rows in there for the shoulder piece. Worked the neckline. We continued on with the sleeve work. So now I have this really long rectangle. This is part of a series called 2 seams, which will just be from under the arm, going down the side, that's one, and then seam up the other side, starting at the edge of the sleeve, coming into your armpit and going down your side. 2 seams, that's it. If you don't like sewing, check out this pattern. This pattern designer has 2 patterns in that series and definitely some potential for some more. So then I finished up the sleeve rounds. I believe that was 17 rows, the neckline rows, and then 17 more. And now I'm going down the front. Going down the front, we got a tiny different little pattern here, continuing with the V stitches on the right and the left with a solid back loop only double crochet going down the front. You know what? Look at me, look at me. Oh, that is a nice neckline, isn't it? I like necklines like that because they emphasize, they display jewelry properly. Like, look, I could wear a nice statement piece with that. Well, I mean, the handmade garment is quite a staple piece, but all right, what were we talking about? Okay, finish the sleeve portion. We didn't need to do any slip stitches. I just worked just the 10 border stitches and left those blank and then going back the other way, which evened up the design on the other side. So we got V stitches on the sides coming down through the whole garment. And now that I'm done with the sleeve part, it's just find the North Star and follow it till morning, all the way down till the 2 sides match up. I'll do the couple of rows of solid double crochet back loop only on the bottom, and it's done. Usually when I'm working a garment, I get to a point where I feel like, I'm in the in-between spot where there's nothing in the pattern that's exciting me. It's just kind of like mindless work, which is excellent timing to turn on a movie, but it's not growing. It's just the middle range of nowhere land, right? And that's where a garment runs the risk of getting set down and walked away from. So yesterday I took a break. I was starting to get that little bit of a feeling. I had just broken off from the sleeves. I was right in a couple rows into here. I was starting to get that little bit of a feeling towards it. I was paying more attention to the movie than I was to what I was working on. I needed to stop. I was watching Queen of the Bones. It's about a teenage twins. They have a feeling that their dad's always not really told them the whole truth about their mother's passing. They did some searching and some deep diving. There was some witchery involved, and the young lady finds a shawl that's knitted. I think it's knitted. I played it in slow motion, rewind it, and played it again. I believe it's knitted, and she finds a shawl of her mother's in a trunk, and it is beautiful. Nice, rich colors in it, some texture work, and it's just like a little capelet shawl, but she adores it because it was her mother's. Tragic ending to the shawl. Don't want to talk about that part at all. The movie felt like it was building up the whole time, like this powerhouse, building up. And then all of a sudden, they just did this like cut scene over, they slammed some half-thoughted answers together. And the movie was over. That's it, movie over. They didn't talk about like what the characters went on or how their life changed, settled down, whatever, nothing. It was just, that's it, cut. Our budget ran out, wrap this up and get on out of here. That was lame. After I was committed to the knitted shawl, I just thought it was gonna change your life forever. Anyway. So I was working on this. I was watching that. Maybe I was a little bit more invested in the movie, which is the equal balance. You got to find a movie that you can crochet, knit, yarny with, and still have the focus that you need for your garment, and, you know, pay attention and enjoy the movie too. So now there was no balance there. I was getting totally bored out. So I stopped. I watched Complicated Knits and another little video. Chubby Cheeks. What a cute name for a YouTube channel, isn't it? So I watched those. I smashed them both together. I liked the body in one, the shell on the other. Made me a little snail. Cutest little snail. I loved him. You know, I've noticed a lot of snails on the internet lately. Well, even the Crochet Nation has a free little snail pattern. Snails are in this season, especially after Megan Lapp put out that amazing little pattern for, or she put out the booklet for the snails and mushrooms. There's a simple little snail. Send me an email if you're interested in that little snail pattern. Snails. I want to make a snail, like a little earthy terrarium looking snail in one of my windows of my yarn cellar. So I took a break, made the snail, had that little instant gratification that I made something cute and charming and tangible. And I was able this morning to just dive right into I did a couple rows last night before bed. Dove right back into my sweater with no problem. It revamped me. Sometimes you just need a quick little palette cleanser, a refresher. Got right back into it. So now I'm ready to start my day. I got stuff to do. I gotta finish the rest of this wonderful cup of coffee. And I think I'm going to pack my yarn in my hook. I have a client today. And I'll have some time today to work on crocheting, and I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tonight. Something crochet friendly, something, you know, I want to set it and like truly forget it because my mind's on different stuff. I know, something's got to give. There's not enough hours in the day, so if dinner's gonna be like one of those classic family favorites, it's like one pot, heat it up and serve it. His mom's making that. All right, that's today. Thank you for visiting with me today. I really am enjoying this 31 days of Halloween. I'm having a great time. Fantastic. I love all the conversations, all the fun happening. I love seeing all the patterns that people are finding. Oh, incredible. I was on Reddit the other day, and Crochet Society a couple years ago made a little ghosty, and his name was Roland. Roland the Ghost, and it was a Crochet Society kit. And he has little tiny retro neon roller skates. I think he had some headphones on too. Roller skates and headphones, I think. Oh my goodness. A lady said she bought the kit on eBay. She worked it up. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I scoured. I looked all over the internet for the pattern. Did Crochet Society sell the pattern and sell the kit separately? Like, clearly the kit's timed out, but I need Roland. So I looked on eBay, couldn't find one. I looked everywhere. So I emailed Crochet Society. That is a very well-constructed company. They got back to me within just quickly sending the email saying, acknowledging me. We did see your email. We will look into your email and get back to you when the staff comes in the next day. And hey, acknowledgement. That was incredible. So the very next morning, I got an email that said, unfortunately, Roland was an exclusive kit a long time ago, like a couple of years ago, and that you're SOL. Roland doesn't get to be a part of your life anymore. Maybe you should have signed up for Crochet Society kits. Total fear of missing out. In reality, no. He's so cute. I keep doing this. I have no idea how tall he is. He's a little ghost. And during at the end of his little sheet, he's got these little roller skates popped out with the 4 wheels, the quad wheels, the neons, the little toe band. He's just the cutest thing. You know what? I'm gonna go find a picture of Roland and I'm gonna put him here. Isn't he just the cutest? I have a couple family members that are part of roller derby teams, and roller skating is a special hobby exercise in our family. Lily really we bought her some roller skates. COVID was getting going, and the shutdown and all that madness. Bought her a pair of roller skates, and when she was roller skating, she was a normal, happy, free, lucky preteen enjoying life. I just love to see Lily on roller skates. She still has her roller skates, and very rarely she'll put them on and go for. We have a lot of paved trails and that sort of thing out in where we moved here in Oakley, and she'll still occasionally go out and enjoy her roller skating, but he's adorable. I need a Roland in my life. So, maybe I'll just have to sit there and pick the picture apart and see what I can come up with. Freehand it. Priorities. I can't sit with no top on while I do that, so I better finish this shirt so I have something to wear while I discover Roland. Were you a part of Crochet Society when Roland was launched, when he was sent out? Did you make a Roland? Do you have a pattern for Roland? I don't know. I thought about reaching out to the lady who, did the article, or the poster of the person that posted the thread, but that's illegal. You can't ask someone to sell you a pattern from a kit. That is not polite. There's no manners involved with that. So I don't know. Maybe I need to look into a subscription to Crochet Society. They've had their ups and downs and their growing pains as a company. There's a lot of people that do videos on what was in their Crochet Society box and that sort of thing. Oh, well, I also wonder, would there be added shipping or taxes? I don't know. That's a whole nother rabbit hole, right? I've got work to do. I better go stitch. And I just had a thought. I am going to lightly sew this to the back of my rocker. That way I could detach it if I need to detach it. See if I like it there before I commit to the whole ironing process. Good idea. Okay, I'll let you go, seriously. Thank you so much for visiting with me. I really enjoy all the conversation. What a lovely group of friends to have. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Probably tomorrow. Bye.